slowly but surely, I started to gain my confidence back. I started skiing. People say it's harder to learn as an adult. Like, look, I was out there with kids.
Because you got like fears as an adult.
And I wasn't afraid because I was in a place, I was cold. I felt dead inside. So I was like, oh, you want me to lean into this mountain like I'm falling over?
What am I gonna do?
He was like, wow, you're fearless. And I'm like, I feel nothing. I feel nothing.
What's up? My house guest today is my friend Rachel Lindsay. She's a trailblazer, she's an attorney, and she is badass. Can't wait for this one. Hey, how are you, love?
I'm great.
How you doing? So I figured we start with a drink first.
He knows me so well.
I know you're a Texas girl.
Yes.
So I figured I'd bring a little Texas home to you. You know what I'm saying?
Austin at that.
You know
You're
what
really
I'm saying?
doing your
I've
thing.
been doing, listen. The beverage is my love language.
Aww.
I figure we'd make spiked, maybe sweet teas, or maybe
sold.
spiked Arnold Palmers.
You know, I don't know if I've ever had an Arnold Palmer. That's with the lemonade, right? I don't think I've...
Did you just ask me if that's with the lemonade? Wow, wow.
I'm a shots girl.
This is something I know and love about you,
But
actually.
I love new things. So I'm in a season of newness.
Is that the intention, the mantra these days?
Didn't I say it light?
You did.
I said, I feel good.
Season of newness.
Yes.
Here we go. Bow.
Oh, this is good.
Okay, I'm here.
And I can taste the tea. The tea is probably the strongest thing in here. But I don't taste any alcohol, which is a problem.
Which is the problem. Texas, born and raised. What is the most Texas thing about you?
Oh my gosh. Do you know no one's ever asked me that question before?
I mean, it's what I do.
Honestly, my pride.
What?
Does that no, you know when people say Texas pride?
Yeah, I do.
You know, like we're so obnoxious. People are like, where are you from? And I'm like, Texas. As if I'm from Dallas. I don't even say Dallas. It's like Texas. I'm Texas strong.
I'm from Texas.
We are so proud to be from Texas.
Okay. Is it like ingrained in you
It is
somehow? Like, is it
ingrained.
because like is it in school? Do you teach it in
We
school?
say a pledge allegiance to the Texas flag.
You a lie.
I thought everybody did that until I left Texas. I was like, y'all, what do you mean?
Oh,
Y'all don't
wait.
y'all don't have a pledge to your flag?
To the Texas
state? To
flag?
the great state of Texas? What? Okay, embarrassing moment here.
Oh God.
I thought Texas was the biggest state in the country. And
Well, if you look at some maps.
in our schools, Texas is bigger than Alaska. I'm pretty sure that they teach us that because we do Texas history, we do all of this. So there's just a lot of pride about where you're from.
Okay.
You know, remember the Alamo. And then you get to the Alamo and you're like,
Is there more around this corner? No,
it's
that's
a
it.
wall.
Yeah.
It's a wall. No matter what's happening in Texas, because I don't agree with everything.
Of course,
in Texas.
right.
But I'm proud that my people are still there, that I'm from there.
Family's
I love
still there.
going back. When I go back, I just feel different. It feels like home.
Tell
no
me
matter
about
where
a
I am.
tradition you have from Texas, like growing up, like something that you will carry even in your own family.
Trail rides.
Oh, like trail, like peanuts and
No, Scott,
M&Ms with like
trail
cashews.
rides. So I don't do it myself. My uncles have horses. My cousins have horses.
Oh, you
We
mean
get
like horseback riding?
Cowboy Carter. Yeah, like trail rides, like the rodeo. I grew up going to the rodeos on the weekends. And I'm not talking Houston rodeo that just comes once a month.
Right.
On the weekends, like April through October, my dad would take us because I would spend my summers on my grandmother's farm.
Right.
We go bid at cattle. I very much so grew up in that.
What?
I mean, I'm a city girl, but I have country roots, very much so.
Hold on.
You can call me Beyoncé.
When Cowboy Carter dropped, you lost your mind.
Now, this might get me in trouble.
It might get me in trouble.
I'm not in the beehive.
Okay.
I didn't go to Renaissance.
I called you and I was like, we going? She was like, where are we going? Are we doing this Renaissance thing? And she said, you know, silver's not really my color.
It didn't move me like that.
Okay.
But
Fair
Cowboy
enough.
Carter has touched me in a completely different way.
Okay, favorite song on the album?
I like the ones that sound more country. Everyone likes like the Riverdance or the Ya-Ya because that gives more of a Renaissance feel.
Yep.
I like Levi Jeans. I like Tyrant. Levi Jeans is probably my favorite song.
But I'm gonna tell you though, Tyrant with that Dolly Parton intro.
Exactly.
One by one.
Cowboy Carter, it's time to strike a match.
And light up this juke joint. But you gotta say it kind of with lateral lift, you know what I mean? It's time to strike up a match.
Very good.
and light up this juke joint.
very good.
Yeah, I've been practicing. Dolly's my girl.
Well, Cowboy Carter brought me back. Like, I'm going back to my family's trail ride in Louisiana. We got another one in Texas.
This is incredible.
I was wearing boots yesterday. I bought 2 new pairs of boots since then. I listen to Cowboy Carter daily. I'm so back in it.
Yeah.
So when you talk about a Texas tradition, it's the rodeo.
I bought boots.
Yeehaw.
I'm down.
Okay, but
Shoot,
are
I
they
feel
boots
like-
that can get dirty?
Huh?
Yeah.
Why would I buy boots that would get dirty?
So you're not really in it.
No,
It's like
yeah,
you can't-
that's what I'm saying. No, I
you
wanna
just
be right
sit-
around it.
You just want to sit and watch it.
Was it a VIP?
I don't think so. Are those chickens?
Yeah. We got chickens, girl.
No, you don't really have chickens.
Yeah,
but
we do. We got 6 chickens in the back.
Who takes care of them?
They take care of themselves. What do you mean, who takes care of them? I'm just kidding. That's our neighbor's chicken.
I was like,
I think he's a little,
No,
his timing is off because that's a rooster. And the sun been up for a long time, man. A lot of people got to know you through the reality show,
Right.
dating show, The Bachelorette, or The Bachelor, then The Bachelorette.
Mm-hmm.
You made history as the first Black Bachelorette.
Yeah.
I'm curious to know what life is like for you now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On the other side of that show, on the other side of that experience.
yeah.
And now also on the other side of that relationship.
Right. It's weird that you say this because now I feel completely detached from that franchise.
Is that right?
Well, now that I'm going through, this divorce,
Yeah.
and we're separated, it's like there's nothing tying me to it.
Right.
My goal when I finished the show was to kind of step away from it and really focus on the relationship, but also for people to get to know that I actually had a life and was a person before.
Way before.
And so I wanted people to say, oh, that girl was on that show, but I know her from this and this and this. Never denying the fact that I'm the first Black Bachelorette. I wear it very proudly.
Yeah.
Now that I don't have the relationship from the show, and well, let's back it up. There was controversy with the show.
Wait, what?
Everything I did with the show had a little bit of
Well,
a tinge of controversy.
I feel like that was like the seasoning on the show. That wasn't you.
Well, I mean, I came from the show and I was all good and I played my part.
Right.
And the moment that contract was up, I was like, okay, let me tell y'all what y'all doing wrong.
Right.
Let me tell y'all about this lack of diversity. Let me tell you how you need to, show that other people are capable of finding love too. You don't have to look a certain way. So people got annoyed with me. People were like, oh, she's always complaining. And it's like, no, when you love something, you want it to be its best.
It's best.
And I love the show and everything that it brought to me.
And also, when you're a part of something, you get to see it work from the inside.
Yeah.
And so you're like, hey, I don't know if anyone's noticed, but this seems like a way to make this better.
Right. I remember one of my biggest issues when I was on the show was that no one looked like me who was working with me. They had Black producers in the house with the guys because it was going to be a more diverse cast. But when it came to me, I was by myself, so no one could understand when I was trying to explain something or what I was going through. So when I got out to the other side and I felt like they'll listen to me because I've gone through this, I'm the first, I
Right.
was like, you've got to have someone who can speak and understand to what someone's going through. And then I had the controversy with Chris Harrison,
Well,
which shouldn't have been. It's not really on me.
I was
I
gonna
was
say,
just doing my job.
Hello.
But it turned into a whole thing, and then I just detached. It wasn't necessarily the franchise; it was the audience. And I get a lot of love, but the toxic side just sounds so much louder. And I just thought, I don't need this. I had the podcast at the time, and I thought for my mental health, I'm just gonna step away.
Yeah.
So I detached in that way, and so I had nothing to do with the franchise. I didn't come back on the show.
Right.
I didn't do the podcast. I just had my friends from the show, and
Right,
that was it.
and keep it moving.
And my relationship.
Right.
And now that that's done, I'm like, I really have no ties to it at all. I'm just in the Bachelor history books, and that's about it.
And does that feel good to you?
It
Does
feels
that feel?
so
I mean,
good.
I know that the end of that relationship doesn't necessarily feel good to you.
Yeah.
Or I shouldn't put that in your mouth. How does that feel?
I still am friends with some of the producers.
Okay.
I have like individual relationships, but there's no need for me to go back. Now, everybody has a price. So
Hello.
if they came correct, I'd make an appearance.
You said
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not above it.
I might pop back in.
I'm not above it. But for now, this just feels good. It feels good that I feel like I've established enough outside of the show where I don't need the show.
You and I have had some of the most dynamic conversations ever on and off camera.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
I remember we were in the golf cart and I was like, I love this lady. Like, I love her. I really do.
Because you got me to confess that I slept with more than one person in the fantasy suite.
I'm just saying. They don't call it a fantasy suite for nothing.
Okay.
Boop. Okay, wait.
I will never go back. If you're about to ask me if I will ever go back and be the Bachelorette again, that is a no. But I would return to the fantasy suite.
I said, fantasy suite hit different. I already know. Wait, speaking of fantasy suite,
Yeah.
Are you in a phase of your life where you were open to dating?
I'm very open to dating. It's weird because I'm months out from the separation.
Yeah.
We're past it. And now I'm in a place where I don't necessarily want to get into the details of it, but I want to talk about the healing process because it's very real. And I'm in a weird space where it's like, I'm still in my 30s, I'm divorcing, I don't have kids, I want kids, I want to date, I feel very much so in my prime, and I feel like there are probably a lot of women who are either similarly situated or maybe in a relationship that I was in, and they're too afraid to let it go, because you hear all these horror stories of your single friends, and you're like...
I mean, the articles now are talking about, like, dating is trash as hell right now.
I have so many smart, beautiful, talented, funny, single friends.
Yeah.
I have more single girlfriends than I have married girlfriends.
Is that right?
Yeah. It's just hard out there. I mean, we're talking like, well, when we get to 50, should we really buy a house and all just live together? Low-key have a little brothel going on? Circulate, bring people in and out? I mean, by 50, I might be down.
You could do it in Louisiana.
Can I?
I think so.
You've looked into it?
I mean, I might have know some. I might know some of the sections, you know, that you might be able to, you know, section 417, 213.
Yeah, but it's an exciting time to answer your question about dating. Like, I'm ready.
You are.
I'm excited.
Let's say we just put some things out on a board.
Am I naming somebody?
Yeah, like, do you want to name somebody?
I will quietly and manifest. No, my dating life right now is for fun.
Yeah.
I would have to be swept off my feet to really be like, oh, he's the one.
He's the one.
I'm trying to have fun. I'm trying to have a roster. You hear me? Don't play this, just in case you're on it. I'm trying to have a roster.
Just in case you're on it.
Because I keep telling everybody, 45 to 55, that is my range. 45 to 55.
Is that right?
Yeah, but I mean,
You're taking it up.
I could have there are exceptions to the rule.
To every rule.
There are.
To every rule.
There are.
What are some qualities, some aspects, and maybe some things you know now don't work for you, or things that you knew were always important to you that you for sure want in your partner?
Okay, if you look at my dating history, you'd be like, she's all over the place.
I was gonna say it's a wide, as some would say, a wide strike zone.
Yeah, because it's really who I connect with. And I'm a Taurus, and I'm loyal, and when I fall, we fall hard and fast. It's not a slow burn, and maybe that's the lesson I need to learn. And I need to maybe...
Burn it slow.
Needs to be, maybe so. Normally, I would say like, I want him to be this tall and this. No, it's not a physical thing.
Okay.
I do want you to be loyal. I want you to have a personality, as in like, funny or charming. Not everybody can be funny. I want you to be adventurous.
Funny's hard. But I will say, funny is the most, to me, attractive trait.
It's so good.
You could be dumb, but you could be funny.
Right.
I'll take it.
Make me laugh.
You know what I'm saying?
Make me laugh. But
dumb as a box of rocks.
I'll take charming. I'll even take a little corny.
Corny?
Well, I mean, like...
What kind of corny?
You have to be a little cute to be corny. Not cheesy.
Okay,
I see. You know what I mean? Yeah,
I do.
I don't know how to...
There's a difference between cheesy and corny.
Not cheesy.
Yeah. Hey, guys. I don't know what... It's the first thing that... Not ill.
I want them to be ambitious.
Okay.
I love that. But then also to be very understanding. My therapist said that I have broken wing syndrome.
I'm sorry, what?
I was like, what are you saying?
Did you walk out of the room?
No, because it's true.
Look, I think that's the end of today's session.
It's true. I date guys that I see potential in.
I thought she was talking about you had a broken wing syndrome. I was like, now hold on a second.
No, I got both mine. I'm flying over here, but I'm scooping down and picking up that bird. And I see that they're a good person, that maybe they need a little guidance, they need a little help. I see that they have potential, rather than dating the person who's already there. Right. And that doesn't mean somebody who has to make more money than me. That just means somebody who's stable, who's doing what they want to do, who knows what they're doing. Like,
has a good sense of self, a healthy relationship with themselves.
Secure.
Yeah.
And so I thought about it, and I'm like, yes, everybody I've dated has been in that state.
Wow.
And going forward, I can no longer date for potential. I have to date somebody who knows who they are, knows what they want, is secure in themselves, not intimidated.
And encourages you to do more of what you do.
Right. So often when you like someone, you want them to like you too. And, so
And
sometimes
like me the way I like you.
I will sacrifice what it is that I want because I just want it to work. And in the long run, obviously that doesn't work out, you know, which is like why through the years of dating or even marriage, I'm not saying that's a specific reason, but you know, I'm single rather than being very upfront with like, this is who I am, this is what I want.
Right.
Yeah.
And it doesn't always have to be necessarily like it doesn't always have to be the idea of like, here's my list.
Right.
Shall we talk about lists now?
Yeah, I
like
used to do that.
What? That's the attorney in you. That's that analytical.
It really is.
That's that, you know what I mean?
It really is.
That litigator. Yeah. So you say.
So we'll put a question mark there.
We'll come back to this.
Got a legal pad and everything.
I love that you're open to the idea of dating and that you are excited about that.
Now, when we first separated, no, like obviously not.
Of course.
But I think I read this somewhere, I'm not sure, but by the time women decide that they want a divorce, they're done.
Right.
I was done. Doesn't mean that it wasn't hard. It's not a readjustment. It's still a struggle daily.
Right.
But emotionally, I felt like I was very sure that this is what I wanted to do.
I just love the fact that you are excited about your life.
I am now.
Do you know what I mean? Because like that's a hard place to be in.
It is. I was telling people before that I was asexual and antisocial.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm wearing the shirts.
Oh.
But I
What?
was.
No,
I was. Those first few months, I was like,
don't call me, I'm not going nowhere.
I just want to see my girls. Like,
Right.
I want to be with them. I couldn't be in, I would get anxiety in being in a big crowd because I would realize I'm single and people can try to talk to me. And I remember a guy tried to come up to me. And you know, Norm was like, nah, I'm married. And I was like, I don't have my ring on.
You went,
I could if I wanted to. I was like short-circuiting. And I'm a social person.
Right.
But I was so uncomfortable.
I just imagine him immediately being like, oh, we dancing now, okay.
It wasn't a party.
Okay.
It was a rooftop party.
He's like, yeah, girl, you know, you look pretty good.
My robot died. I just sat there. And I thought, what is wrong with me? But
Wait, you couldn't talk?
That was the first time I thought, my safety net is done. I don't have my ring on. I don't have a husband. I'm out here.
Right.
And I felt so exposed and I felt so vulnerable that I like really didn't go out for days. How crude can we be?
What you mean, crew girl? We in the backyard.
I haven't cursed yet. Like I've been like keeping it real.
Listen, I'm not talking about you, bitch. I'm talking about, bitch, please.
You can call me bitch.
Uh-uh.
You know, I'm Scorpio rising. Like, I'm very in tune to my wants and needs.
Yeah.
Nobody was making my vagina dance.
What?
Like,
not at all?
Nobody.
Nothing.
Like, I would see somebody that was attractive, nothing.
And
Thing.
like separated from your mind, like you were like, oh, I like that over there, and was like, come on, talk to me.
Completely detached.
Talk to me.
I was cold. I felt dead on the inside. Like I can laugh about it now, but that's that was really me for the first few months. And then slowly but surely, I started to gain my confidence back. I started skiing. I had never been skiing in my life. I weirdly was good at it. My instructor could not believe that I'd never been.
What you mean weirdly? You're good at almost everything. Anything I've seen you do, you're great at.
Well,
so like I'm not like real shit. Like there's nothing I've seen you try that you're like, nah, I really wasn't that good at that.
Well, thank you. People say it's harder to learn as an adult. Like,
Yeah.
look, I was out there with kids.
Because you got like fears as an adult.
And I wasn't afraid because I was in a place, I was cold. I felt dead inside. So I was like, oh, you want me to lean into this mountain like I'm falling over?
No problem. What am I gonna do?
Literally me. He was like, wow, you're fearless. And I'm like, I feel nothing. I feel nothing.
Are you into the reality TV?
I've never been into love dating shows.
Okay.
I'm a Bravo girly. So I watch every Housewife franchise. I watch Vanderpump Rules. I watch The Valley, which I will argue anybody toe-to-toe is the best thing on reality TV right now.
The Valley?
The Valley
That's
is...
the Vanderpump spinoff.
Yes, but it is so much better.
Because you live in the Valley?
No,
I'm
no,
just
no,
kidding.
I actually don't like that part. Because I'll see them go to a restaurant I eat at, and I'm like, cross that one off the list.
Exactly.
Don't want people to know about that. No, I do not want them in my neighborhood.
Right.
Or asking me to be on the show. But I love that.
Would you?
No. I won't do reality. I won't do that type of reality TV.
Okay, everyone is talking about Traitors.
Yeah, I know. I don't watch it. I don't watch the show.
If they called and said, Rachel, we want you to be on Traitors.
Maybe. Because here's why. The Bachelor, you know me in the Bachelor bubble.
Right.
You don't know what my house looks like, what car I drive, who my friends are. You don't know how I function in the real world.
Right.
I can deal with that. That's why I couldn't do a Housewives, because you have to be too into my life, and I'm way more private than people think.
Right.
Traitors is different. So I would consider a Traitors.
You would?
I would consider it.
Are you on season 3 and you're just not telling me?
No, I'm not on season. They've announced it.
They haven't announced everybody. I know some folks they haven't announced already.
Oh, really?
I told you I got people at Peacock.
Yeah, you do. They didn't even ask me. They didn't even ask me to do it. Maybe
Is that
because
right? Let me find my phone.
I
real
get
quick.
tagged in so much. People are like, I want to see Rachel Lindsay on this. I want to see Rachel Lindsay on it.
It's me.
But
I'm the problem.
They've never asked me to do it.
Because I always wondered if you would be open to doing that again.
It. I think that's, I've said, oh, I'm never going to do reality TV again. So nobody really even knocks on my door.
You would be excellent at it.
I will consider it. I'm not going to say no, but that would be, if I were going to go back, it would be that kind of show.
If you could pick any housewife to go out with, one night on the town,
Oh my gosh.
all expenses paid, who you taking with you?
First of all, there's so many single housewives, which they're going to have to change the name of the show.
To Hey Ladies.
Now I would fit right in, not being married. I would have said, my first thought was Portia,
Okay.
but I'm changing it. It's Brynn from New York, the new Roni, that's what they call it.
Yeah.
She is smart, witty, like just a good time. I was always laughing at her on the show,
Right.
and she's super charming. So I just feel like, you know, we wouldn't look alike. So it's one of those things where it's like, oh, you know, pick your flavor, blah, 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 blah. You know?
We're
I
just two
feel
girls sitting at the bar.
Yeah, just two girls in the city having a good time. I just feel like it would be, even if we didn't find anybody, I would have a fun time with her. You can't call your friends at Peacock for that?
What up, Andy? Can we get this to happen? Wait, maybe not that way.
No, not
Sorry,
that way.
sorry,
Not that
just-
way. That's a different show. You did that. You already did that show.
Couple of couple, now streaming on Peacock. Wild. I'm gonna talk about a wild experience.
My friends are obsessed with that show.
It was crazy in the best way to be in a situation where you are really helping support people who have decided, I think we want to try something different in our relationship. We want to offer a different dynamic to our relationship.
I just love that we're in a place in 2024 where we can do that. Where
Yeah.
people have been doing it.
And that's the
But that
thing.
they're comfortable saying that they do it and
Yeah.
know that everything is going to be okay.
Yeah.
That's what's cool to me.
Well, so that's why I did it. What happens when people who are in relationships can be honest enough
Right.
with their partners, and their partners are willing to hold that space for them? Now, I don't mean we about to get on a threesome dating app,
Correct.
but maybe.
And for the record, I'm not there. That's not me.
No?
No.
You not a
talk-
triad? You couldn't do a triad? You couldn't sit?
Never say never, but that's not where I am right now. I did say I want to have fun, but like,
Not that kind of
I'm
fun?
not, I don't think I'm there.
You said one-on-one.
I don't think I'm there.
I'm a one-on-one kind of fun.
Yeah. I'm not there. I just want to be clear.
Game time.
I'm super competitive.
Generally speaking, I am not
Oh.
until it is time for a game.
Okay, so you're competitive.
No,
Literally, that is the definition of competitive.
You just gotta go
Oh
for
my
it.
gosh.
Yeah, right?
A lot colder than I thought.
Yeah, I know. All right, Big Rach, you ready for this?
I am.
It's a game we like to call Nothing But Net.
Okay.
That's because we have scoured the internet to find some of the most interesting trivia out there. We're gonna toss the ball into the net
Okay.
for your opportunity to answer the question.
So we could both know the answer.
But you can't
You
say
can't
it
answer. Okay.
till you get it in.
Okay, look at you cheating.
I didn't cheat. I just saw Abbott Elementary. That's
I'm a
it.
cheater.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I cheat.
In the game. I'm going
Let
through
me
a
be clear.
divorce. Let me be clear. Woo! In the game. I said it out loud. I was like, no.
What actress plays Janine Teague's mom in Abbott Elementary?
What?
You don't know?
No.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, Scott. We could be here all day. Oh.
Oh.
Okay, that was not it. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I don't know who plays Janine.
You don't know who plays her mom? It's a black woman.
Well, that I know. I know who Janine is.
Taraji P. Henson.
She does?
Yeah.
When asked for her one-word reaction to other divas, what was Aretha Franklin's response to the singer Taylor Swift? Oh, please let me make it.
If you love me, good, good, good. With the moon and the sun comes
I can't watch you shoot.
Why? Because I'm
You're messing me up.
Ah.
Oh, I just knew that one was in.
I mean, that kind of counts.
Okay. Nice gowns.
And?
What? It said no.
No. What does he
don't
say?
hit me.
What does he say?
Nice gowns. Beautiful
And?
gowns.
Yeah.
Beautiful gowns.
Nice
beautiful
gowns,
gowns.
beautiful gowns.
Beautiful gowns. Nice gowns.
Okay, bonus question. What did she say about when asked about Nicki Minaj?
No idea.
I'm gonna have to pass on that. Beyoncé was born in what city? First person to 5 points wins.
Okay.
Because I figured at this point we both had 0.
It's true. Well, we answered those questions. You're saying we didn't make baskets.
We didn't make
Okay.
baskets.
Okay, so if we're gonna have to maybe let this go and just ask each other questions.
Oh! If the basket was up the right way. Oh, look who changed up the technique
Well,
now.
you have to analyze. okay. Not football.
Okay, whoever gets the closest on this one
Okay.
goes for it.
All right.
How you got 2 in you?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You got distracted.
Oh,
Well, clearly I was closer.
you were closer.
Houston. H-Town.
You almost looked at me and was like, Texas. What Texas city was she born in?
Texas. What Bravo celebrity said, quote, I was shocked, honey. I was in tears almost. And they have a white refrigerator. I was like,
Not a white refrigerator. So we both know who said this.
I miss her.
Miss her. And the hoop is just as tipsy as we are.
Oh, with the one hand.
One hand on you. Who's Nene Leakes? Yeah, not a white refrigerator. Girl, put your shoes on. Let's go find you a home. Okay, you gonna make a basket this time?
Makes one basket.
Talks all the trash. What was Keke Palmer's viral response when shown a picture of Vice President Dick Cheney? Woo! Okay, here we go. Oh.
Oh, I just knew it.
Woo!
What is happening?
I hate to sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is. If I saw him walking down the street, I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to this man.
We should be upset that they put Keke in that situation. Honestly,
No.
I'm upset.
Thank you for putting Keke in that situation.
Don't embarrass Keke
I got
like that.
T-shirts with "Sorry to this man" on it.
Can I have one?
If you make a basket.
If the world was done,
Okay.
right? We're starting over.
Starting over.
And you have to pick a form of entertainment. One man, one woman. Who would you pick to entertain you?
Woman, I'm definitely going Keke Palmer.
Keke is the
because
answer.
because you know you have so much stuff.
She's funny, she can sing,
She can dance, she can act.
Yes.
You know
yes,
what I mean?
Yes.
It's endless entertainment with Keke
yes.
Palmer.
Okay, who's the man?
Can I pick Keke Palmer again?
No, you cannot.
Who is the man? I'm probably gonna go Jamie Foxx.
Yes, that's it.
What was the score, Rach?
Are you ready? Because I think it's my turn. I think it's my turn to read the
It's your
question.
turn to read.
Okay, what country singer is featured on Beyoncé's song "Just for Fun" on her new album Cowboy Carter? Do you really not know?
Do you?
Yeah, this is my friend.
Oh shit. Wait, what?
Oh, yeah,
Hold on, wait.
I go FaceTime right now.
I might be on the wrong person then.
Damn it!
Wait.
Oh, not trying to give you any hints.
Oh!
I swear.
Oh! Okay.
It's because this is my friend.
If you say the wrong name,
No, I'm not.
Who?
Willie Jones. You would have said the wrong thing.
damn, I was about to say Miley Cyrus.
You are not in the Beehive.
Willie.
You are not a Beyonce fan.
Willie, I'm
you ought to
sorry.
be ashamed of yourself.
Willie, I've been drinking.
Apologize to that man.
I've been drinking. I've been drinking. What was Whitney Houston's response when Diane Sawyer showed Whitney a picture of herself in an interview and said, "That's not just thin, that's scary thin"?
I don't know what the right answer
I
is,
want to
but
know.
I know something.
I hope you make it because I want to hear what your answer is. In fact, if I get a bucket, I'm putting you on the spot. I want to know what you. Yeah.
My gosh.
For
No,
the
you go.
record,
You go.
No, you go. I'm gonna reenact it. I'll be Diane. You be
Okay.
Whitney. You
Oh,
just
I
do
love
the part.
this. Okay.
I mean, but look at this picture. That's not just thin. That's scary thin.
I don't do crack. Crack is whack. I make too much money to do crack.
No, that was later. She goes, but like, that's not just thin. And Whitney looks at her and goes, no, Diane, what is it? Do you know? Do you know, Diane? Do you really know? And Diane goes, no, you know. And she goes, thank you. What you looking like that for?
What are the names of the two rookies in the WNBA who've been getting press for their rivalry? You aren't like
I know this.
they're getting so much press, which says a lot.
It does.
That you know who they are.
I know who they are. The question is,
But I feel like I bet.
do you know who they are?
Do I?
Yeah, but you know, in order to answer the question, you know you gotta do something.
Can you imagine? You got scared.
I did. I was like, oh no. Bowling. Ah!
We both had close ones. You go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
All right.
Let's say it at the same time.
Okay.
Caitlin
Clark.
and
Angel. Reese.
Listen. Yes.
You knew. But I'll take the 4-4. I'll take the 4-4.
What do you mean you'll take the 4-4?
Angel Risen?
Was there a moment that ever happened to you on the carpet that you will never forget?
It's American Idol. You have to watch the performance.
And
you
then-
go watch it and then you interview.
Right.
I just didn't have the patience. It's too long of a day. So I showed up right before the carpet started.
Oh, so you just gonna go
And I
wing
don't
it.
watch the show.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, there's a couple people before me. I'll figure out like who
You-
lost,
like top
who's
10.
out,
We're in the top 10 at this
yeah,
point?
we're in the top 10.
Okay.
I'm like, I'll easily be able to tell who made it on and who didn't. And then there was one, and I was like, who is this person? And I'm just watching everybody talk to them, and so I'm like, you know, how did it feel tonight? Like, you're going on to the top 10. And he was like, I won last year.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ah! And you're like, wow, and they brought you back to compete again this year.
Between that and not knowing the difference between Star Wars and Star Trek, I was interviewing Chris Pine, and I was like, everybody's dying to know when the new Star Wars movie comes out. And he was like,
Wait, Chris Pine.
Yeah, he was like-
Captain Kirk
yeah.
of the
He goes-
Starship Enterprise.
Yeah, he goes, I go, everybody's dying to know when the new Star Wars movie comes out.
Wait, hold on, wait. The best part is you doing the like,
confident.
okay, so everybody,
dying
we're
to
all
know.
dying to know.
He kind of pauses, and he like tilts his head, and he's like, And by his pause, I was like,
What'd I say?
wait a minute, Star Trek, Star Wars, Star Trek, Star Wars. And he's like, well, you know, and he starts to answer, and I go, no, Star Trek, Star Trek, Star Trek.
Panic.
And he goes,
Full panic voice.
no, I want to answer. I have so many. Like the time that I went to Vegas to interview Keith Urban, and I left my shoes in LA. And I was like, oh, this is a new excuse to go shopping. I'm gonna get new shoes. So I go to buy these cute new shoes, designer shoes. I go into the store, I take off my socks, and I see my toes. And they are chipped, long. It's like
Not a good sitch.
worse than those.
Oh!
And so I thought, it's not a big deal. You know, usually in interviews we're across from each other, he won't see my toes. They sat us like this.
But you didn't think maybe just get a closed-toe shoe?
It wasn't in season. So we're sitting like this. And of course I'm leaned in, I'm like, oh my gosh. And right before the interview starts, I'm leaned in with Keith, and he looks down and he goes, purple toenail polish, huh? And I go, Keith, no! I took my cards and I covered up my toes. I'm like, Keith, no.
This one is for the win.
Okay.
Okay. 4-4. What 2024 film had fans dressing in tennis core?
Oh.
Oh.
And that was Nothing But Net. And I would like to close on that.
Okay, nothing
In
but
a full
net.
circle moment here, that was Nothing But Net. The score is now 5-4.
Okay.
And the answer to the question is the Challengers. Is that not right?
Judges?
Challengers, fine, no the. You know black people like to put a the before. That's gotta count for some.
The Cheesecake Factory. Oh no, that one actually isn't the. It is Challengers. Okay. Yeah, because I knew.
But they do.
The Texas in you was gonna jump out talking about
Texas
the
pride.
Challengers.
What a comeback.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it was a sweet, sweet story. I'm not gonna lie to you. Thank you so much for coming out to the house.
Oh, thank you
I
for
so enjoyed this.
having
Truly.
The best time.
Let's
You
have
have
it
to
up.
have me back.
Anytime. Truly. We'll beat your ass next time, though.
I'm just kidding.